Let us have a serious, elegant conversation about why you might be waking up exhausted, feeling intellectually scattered, and spiritually heavy. I want you to listen to me very carefully today, because we are going to talk about something that goes far beyond simple interior decoration. We are going to discuss the architecture of your peace, the preservation of your dignity, and the unseen forces that are either building your abundance or quietly draining it away while you sleep. I have spent years analyzing human behavior, observing the subtle ways people either claim their power or surrender it to their environment. And what I have found, time and time again, is that it is rarely the grand tragedies that defeat us in our later years. Instead, it is the silent, normalized chaos we allow into our most sacred spaces. Your bedroom is not just a room where you happen to close your eyes. It is the crucible where your daily energy is forged. It is your ultimate sanctuary. If your morning begins surrounded by stagnation, your day cannot possibly yield abundance. You are, without realizing it, signaling to the universe and to your own subconscious that you accept chaos as your baseline. Today, we will change that. We are going to identify exactly what is repelling your prosperity and peace, and I will show you how to reclaim your space. If you are ready to take back your dignity and build an impenetrable fortress of peace in your home, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and join our community of wisdom, because we speak the truth here, even when it is uncomfortable. Let us begin by addressing the very first anchor of stagnation that might be sitting in your room right now. I am talking about the physical remnants of labor and financial anxiety. Look around your sanctuary. Do you see a laptop left open on a desk in the corner? Are there unpaid bills resting on your nightstand? Perhaps you have books about complex financial strategies or legal documents stacked, waiting for your attention. We live in a society that glorifies being busy, a culture that tells us we must always be producing, always be worrying, always be managing. But when you bring the artifacts of your survival into the space meant for your restoration, you are committing a profound act of self-sabotage. The bedroom must be reserved exclusively for rest, intimacy, and healing. When you sleep next to bills or work materials, you are whispering a dangerous message to your subconscious mind. You are telling it that survival is your primary mode of existence. True abundance requires a thriving mindset, a state of mind that operates from a place of security and expansion. You cannot thrive if your brain is constantly anchored to the frequency of debt, obligation, and labor. By removing every single reminder of financial stress or work from your bedroom, you are making a powerful declaration. You are saying that your peace is not for sale, and that your rest is sacred. This simple act of boundary setting is the first step in shifting your reality from poverty to profound abundance. This brings me to a second, deeply psychological element that you must ruthlessly eliminate from your sleeping quarters. I want you to search for anything that is damaged, cracked, chipped, or broken, yet still taking up space in your room. This could be a chipped ceramic lamp, a picture frame with cracked glass, a clock that no longer ticks, or even bed sheets that are torn and frayed, which you keep telling yourself you will eventually mend. There is a profound psychological concept at play here regarding self-worth and the physical environment. Objects are not just things. They are physical manifestations of the standards you hold for yourself. When you tolerate broken items in your most intimate space, you are accepting brokenness into your life. You are looking at something damaged every single morning and saying, "This is good enough for me." That is the frequency of scarcity. It symbolizes a fractured sense of self-worth and a quiet resignation to a life of less than. You have lived far too long and acquired far too much wisdom to accept the remnants of broken things. By keeping them, you are signaling to the universe that you do not believe you deserve wholeness, perfection, and new opportunities. I want you to gather these items today, Throw them away or repair them immediately, but do not sleep another night next to decay. Replace them with wholeness, no matter how simple or inexpensive the replacement might be. A simple, intact glass of water on your nightstand holds infinitely more dignity than a chipped crystal goblet. Now, let us move to the unseen spaces, the areas you do not actively look at, but which hold an immense amount of energetic weight. I am speaking about the space directly beneath your bed. In many ancient traditions, and indeed in modern environmental psychology, the flow of air and energy around the sleeping body is considered paramount for physical and mental restoration. You cannot achieve deep, repairing sleep if the energy beneath you is stagnant. What are you storing under your bed right now? Is it old tax records, boxes of clothes that no longer fit, dusty shoes, or forgotten memorabilia? This clutter creates what I call subconscious static. As you lie above it, the natural circulation of the room is blocked. Your mind, even in its deepest states of rest, registers the heavy, unresolved mass of objects beneath you. This leads to restless sleep, waking up with unexplained anxiety and a feeling of being weighed down by the past. And here is the analytical truth. Scattered, poor-quality sleep leads directly to poor daily decision-making. When your nervous system is agitated, you are more likely to make reactive, fear-based choices regarding your health, your relationships, and your finances. Financial stagnation is very often the direct result of a tired, overwhelmed mind. Clear the space beneath your bed. Let the air move freely. Create a physical void beneath you, and you will immediately feel a profound lightness in your spirit. As we clear the physical clutter, we must also confront the emotional clutter. This is perhaps the most difficult, yet most transformative step. I want you to look at the gifts, the decorative items, and the objects in your bedroom that were given to you by people whose intentions were not pure. You know exactly what I am talking about. It is the ornament given to you by a deeply envious relative, or the blanket gifted by a friend who constantly, subtly undermines your confidence. Why do you keep these items? I will tell you why. You keep them out of a misplaced sense of guilt. You keep them because you fear offending someone, or because you have been conditioned to believe that refusing a gift is impolite. But listen to me very carefully. When you keep an object you dislike, or an object tied to a toxic person, simply to appease them, you are prioritizing their emotional demands over your own peace. That object acts as an anchor of low vibrational emotional manipulation in your sanctuary. You are allowing their jealousy, their judgment, or their need for control to sit silently in your room while you sleep. True dignity in your later years means choosing exactly what you surround yourself with. It requires the absolute courage to say no. You do not owe anyone a place in your sanctuary. Discard these items of guilt. Donate them, throw them away, remove them from your property. When you do, you cut the invisible cord of manipulation, and you reclaim the sovereignty of your own space. While we are severing cords, we must also look at the literal cords and the obsolete technology gathering dust in your room. Old televisions, outdated tablets, tangles of charging cables, radios that no longer work. Modern artifacts hold a specific type of energetic footprint. Symbolically, old technology represents stuck energy, a tether to the past, and an inability to process the present moment. Physically, screens and massive piles of cords create immense visual noise. Your eyes scan the room before you sleep, taking in the chaotic tangle of wires and the blank black mirrors of unused screens. This creates a low-level stress response in the brain. If you want to welcome new abundance into your life, whether that is new financial prosperity, new relationships, or simply a new sense of profound peace, you must ruthlessly eliminate the clutter of the old and obsolete. Abundance requires a vacuum. It requires space to arrive. You cannot invite the energy of tomorrow into a room that is functioning as a graveyard for the technology of yesterday. Remove the televisions if you can. If you must have a screen, ensure the cords are masterfully hidden. Make the room a place of organic peace, not a storage unit for dead electronics. We must also address the invisible frequencies in your room, specifically the quality of your lighting. Environmental psychology has proven time and time again that our physical environment dictates our hormonal responses. Many people sleep and wake in rooms dominated by harsh, cold, fluorescent lighting or bare, bright LED bulbs. This is a severe mistake. Harsh, cool-toned light triggers the brain to produce cortisol, the primary stress hormone. It signals to your ancient biological systems that it is midday, that you must be alert, and that danger might be present. You absolutely cannot manifest abundance from a state of low-level subconscious panic. Your nervous system is constantly on edge. The bedroom requires warm, amber, abundant lighting. It needs soft lamps that mimic the setting sun, soothing the nervous system into a parasympathetic state, the state of rest and digest. It is only in this deeply relaxed state that your brain can process the events of the day, heal the body, and open itself to the frequency of receiving. Change your bulbs. Invest in a soft, elegant lamp. Treat your lighting not as a utility, but as a critical tool for regulating your emotional and energetic health. Finally, let us talk about the echoes of the past that you hang on your walls and place on your dressers. I approach this topic with the utmost respect and gentleness, but as a mentor who wants the absolute best for your future, I must be direct. I am talking about images of disconnectedness, photographs of deceased loved ones, pictures of old ex-partners, or even art that depicts singular, solitary, melancholic figures. It is beautiful and necessary to honor those we have loved and lost. But the bedroom is not a memorial. The bedroom is the center of your current vitality. It is the space for your living, breathing present and your potential future. Surrounding yourself with memories of those who are gone, or surrounding yourself with artistic depictions of loneliness, programs your subconscious mind for solitude and grief. As you fall asleep, your last visual inputs are symbols of loss and isolation. Honor your ancestors, your late spouses, and your cherished memories by creating a beautiful space for them in your living room, your hallway, or a dedicated area of your home. But keep the bedroom focused on life. Decorate with art that depicts vitality, pears, nature in full bloom, and colors that invoke joy and peace. Guard the visual input of your sleeping space fiercely. Everything we have discussed today is not based on mere superstition or folklore. It is deeply rooted in neuroscience, behavioral psychology, and the undeniable laws of energetic resonance. Your brain is a highly complex processing machine. When you are lying in bed, hovering between wakefulness and sleep, you enter what are known as alpha and theta brainwave states. In these states, the barrier between your conscious and subconscious mind is incredibly thin. Your brain does not easily distinguish between physical reality and emotional suggestion during this time. If your environment is filled with the visual cues of stress, brokenness, guilt, and the heavy past, your brain processes those cues all night long. You are literally programming your neurology for anxiety and scarcity. By removing these 7 categories of items, you are dropping your nightly cortisol levels. You are allowing your body to enter a state of profound, restorative rest. And it is from that place of restoration that high-level problem-solving is born. It is from that place of peace that genuine, lasting abundance is created. As you move forward today, I challenge you to look at your bedroom with new eyes. Do not just clean it, cleanse it. As you pick up that unpaid bill, that broken frame, or that gift given with malice. Mentally declare your independence from it. Tell yourself that you are releasing the energy of stagnation. You are releasing guilt, and you are releasing the acceptance of a life less than you deserve. You are creating a vast, beautiful vacuum for abundance to fill. Approach this with intention and absolute authority. Your dignity is non-negotiable. Your sanctuary is sacred. Your abundance is waiting for you to simply make room for it. Take action today, protect your peace, and be well.